During his Senate confirmation hearing, Pete Hegseth, nominated by former President Trump for Secretary of Defense, made a strong statement of support for Israel's military actions in Gaza. Responding to a question from Senator Tom Cotton, Hegseth declared, "I support Israel destroying and killing every last member of Hamas."
Let's move on. We've got a big 22 minutes. We've got a big audience here. Many of them seem to be patriotic supporters of you, Mr. Hegseth. Some of them seem to be liberal critics of you. I would note that it's only the liberal critics that have disrupted this hearing. As was my custom during the Biden administration, I want to give you a chance to respond to what they said about you. I think the first one accused you of being a Christian Zionist. I'm not really sure why that is a bad thing. I'm a Christian. I'm a Zionist. Zionism is that the Jewish people deserve a homeland in the ancient Holy Land where they've lived since the dawn of history. Do you consider yourself a Christian Zionist?
Senator, I'm a Christian, and I robustly support the state of Israel and its existential defense, and the way America comes alongside them is a great.
Thank you. Because another protester, and I think this one was a member of Code Pink, which, by the way, is a Chinese Communist front group these days, said that you support Israel's war in Gaza. I support Israel's existential war in Gaza. I assume, like me and President Trump, you support that war as well, don't you?
Senator, I do. I support Israel destroying and killing every last member of Hamas.
And the third protester said something about 20 years of genocide. I assume that's our wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Do you think our troops are committing genocide in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Senator, I do not. I think our troops, as you know, as so many in this committee know, did the best they could with what they have. The outcomes, and tragically, the outcome we saw in Afghanistan under the Biden administration put a stain on that, but it doesn't put a stain on what those men and women did in uniform, as you know full well, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks.
Hegseth, a vocal advocate for U.S. Israel relations, emphasized his commitment to backing Israel's right to defend itself against Hamas, which is designated as a terrorist organization by the U.S., Israel, and several other countries. His stance reflects a continuation of policies favoring robust support for Israel's security measures. The exchange also highlighted broader conservative positions on Middle Eastern policy, with Cotton pointing out disruptions during the hearing by liberal critics and reiterating his own support for Israel's actions. Hegseth further defended the integrity of U.S. military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, rejecting accusations of genocide and blaming the Biden administration for mismanagement in Afghanistan's withdrawal. Critics, however, have raised concerns over the humanitarian toll of such policies in Gaza, urging for a more balanced approach to address the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Despite these concerns, Hegseth's nomination is expected to reinforce U.S. support for Israel, signaling potential escalation in cooperative military efforts against groups like Hamas.